Am I the a-hole for getting caught by my mom having fun time with my girlfriend in my own apartment? So, I 26M live with my girlfriend 26F in an apartment that I pay for. We've been together for 3 years, and our relationship is great. We're both working professionals, fully independent, and, like any normal couple, we even have an active fun-time life. Enter my mother 54F. She's always been a little overbearing, but since I moved out when I started dating my girlfriend, I thought things had gotten better. Apparently, I was wrong. Last weekend, my mom came over to drop off some homemade food, which was nice, I'll give her that. I had told her she could stop by after 4 p.m. since my girlfriend and I were having a lazy morning. But, of course, she decided to show up 2 hours early with her spare key, which she has for emergencies. Well, my GF and I were in the bedroom, clearly busy, when we heard my mother banging on the bedroom door. She was shouting my name and saying things like,
"I know what you're doing in there and have some respect."
I was mortified. I mean, who barges into their grown son's apartment and freaks out like that? It's not like we were doing anything wrong or illegal. My mom acted as if we were teenagers sneaking around under her roof, not two adults in a committed relationship living in our space. I scrambled to throw on some clothes, went out, and asked her what the hell she was doing here unannounced. She started yelling at me about how it was disgusting and inappropriate to be doing that while guests are over. I reminded her that, this is my apartment, she wasn't supposed to be here yet. We're two consenting adults, she was having none of it. She called me disrespectful, said I had no manners, and even told my girlfriend that she should be ashamed. Which, what the f? My girlfriend just walked out of the room, grabbed her keys, and left because she wasn't dealing with that nonsense. I ended up arguing with my mom for 10 more minutes before telling her to leave and return the spare key. She refused at first, but I stood my ground until she finally handed it over. She left in a huff and later texted me saying she was deeply disappointed in how I spoke to her. Now, my dad and sister are both telling me I was too harsh and that I shouldn't have put her in that situation. I argued that she put herself in that situation by showing up unannounced and barging into my home. She's since been giving me the cold shoulder, not answering my calls, and only sending passive-aggressive texts about how she won't be dropping by anymore. Frankly, that sounds like a win. I love my mom, but I'm not going to tolerate her acting like I'm 16 and grounded for kissing someone. So am I the a-hole for having fun time while my mom was coming over?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. You gave your mother a set time to visit and she disregarded it. Besides, what you do in your own house is none of her business.
Obviously, you are not the a-hole. She could and should have shown up at the time she had explicitly agreed to come over. It seems like you learnt your lesson to take away her spare key to protect your privacy. She's clearly not about to budge on this, but will hopefully learn some part of a lesson she should have understood at least 30 years prior.
Not the a-hole. Your mom is a nosy and your girlfriend was right to just leave instead of snap on her.